What up, skate fam? Here with a video on adjusting your skates, knowing what to look for as far as taking your wheels on and off. Most skaters are not going to have something to where they adjust their own bearings and stuff at home. So if you're a beginner skater, you're not going to have to worry about that right now. You pretty much will get that handled at the rink. I would suggest buying your bearings at the rink and your wheels too, so that way they can put them right on there. 9 times out of 10, you won't be taking those bearings off for a while, if you even take them off ever. You're gonna need a tool like this. And then it has a button on the top that you can switch if you wanna turn it left or right as far as loosening your bolt or tightening your bolt. So these skates, I pretty much haven't adjusted the wheels on them at all. These are the wheels that came on them. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but it makes a little click. What you want to do is make sure when you put your wheels on that you hear that little click, like I'm moving it a little bit, like pulling it up and down. That's just to make sure it's a little space in there because it's not too tight. On this skate right here, on this wheel, for the purposes of this video, I tighten the bolt on this one. And as you can see, it doesn't make any noise. It doesn't wiggle back and forth. But you don't want to have the bolt on too loose. Like, can you see that right there, how the bolt is pretty much hanging off of the screw? And when it's too loose, it'll sound something like this. As opposed to what it should sound like this. You see the sound, it's a little bit deeper on one, and you can kind of hear it going over each groove if you listen closely. And again, this is what it should sound like. You don't want to put your bolt on too tight because you will spend a lot of effort going nowhere. You will be breaking a sweat to get around the rink. This one right here, I tightened it up, and as you see, it stops rolling instantly. As opposed to what it should look like. You see how it rolls a lot longer, and my my bearings could use some cleaning. It's not too hard. I mean, you practice it once or twice and you'll be perfect at it. Every time you adjust it before you try moves, when you go to the rink, just get on the floor and just try to roll straight. And you'll be able to see how fast you're going, if you're going fast enough, and you'll see if it's stopping you too early. What I like to do is I like to spin each wheel, and then you're gonna have slightly different power on each wheel and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be perfect, but you want each wheel to stop accordingly to the order you spin them in. So let's see. So it's about perfect. This wheel spent first and it stopped first. This one was second, this one was third, and this one was fourth. So they stopped pretty much in the order that I spent them in. As opposed to this one, if I spin them, this one spent first, this one spent second. You see it's done, and that means that the wheels are not tightened or loosened to the same measure. This is the one that's very loose, this one that's very tight. And if it's too loose, when it spins, it'll have a slight side wobble, and that'll also slow it down some. So yeah, it's not too difficult. It just takes a little bit of practice. You'll get it down. I'll put the bolt on until the bolt stops all the way at the wheel, and then I'll loosen it a little bit, and I'll spin it. And if it's too tight, I'll loosen it a little bit more. I'll spin it again, and I'll just keep doing that until it spins the desired amount of time.